The Southland Conference of NCAA required all fans act responsibly and courteously to those around you. Protecting racial or sexist comments or offensive actions, including family talk, elected officials, athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated, and our grounds for immediate removal from the site of competition. Thank you. Also, fans, don't forget to purchase your official 2013 Southland Conference Volleyball Tournament souvenirs or Southland Conference merchandise at the merchandise stand located in the lobby.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dugan Wellness Center here on the Texas A&M Corpus Christi campus, home of the 2013 Southland Conference Tournament. I'm JJ Jackson here with my co-commentator, Dixie Lee. Dixie, how are you feeling this afternoon?
I am feeling ecstatic going into this third game, especially after the first two games that we just finished. I mean, we had Northwestern State going up against McNeese State this morning, Northwestern coming out with the win, and then this last game, Oral Roberts facing HBU. HBU coming in the 6th seed versus the 3rd seed Oral Roberts, and HBU managed to come out with the win after a grueling 4 sets of fighting tooth and nail, and they managed to come out with that win. It was incredible. So we're going into this game with high expectations after that incredible game versus HBU.
Definitely the first day here of the tournament, starting off already with an upset and a little excitement. But right now we have your number 1 seed, Central Arkansas Sugar Bears, facing the number 8 seed, Stephen F. Austin Ladyjacks. First, let's talk about Stephen F. Austin Ladyjacks here tonight. The Ladyjacks come in with the 16-15 overall record, along with the 8-10 conference record. They do have some top-notch players, such as Jill Ivey, who was second team all-conference, and O.J. Olson, who was their defensive specialist in the back row. So defense is definitely going to be their key tonight, facing against the Central Arkansas Sugar Bears.
Exactly, and then of course you've got the Central Arkansas Sugar Bears. They are the first place team in the Southland Conference, the only undefeated team in the Southland Conference, and of course they've got quite an incredible offensive team. That is going to be their key in tonight's game, is their offense. I mean, of course, we've got the senior 6'2" middle blocker, Jessica Nagy. She's going to be putting up some incredible blocks tonight, obviously. And then we've got Heather Schnars, the sophomore outside hitter. She's got some powerful outside hits. They're just incredible. And both of those made the first team all-conference. And then, of course, I cannot forget the amazing Marissa Collins, the senior 5'10" setter. She made the first team all-Southland Conference volleyball team for the 4th year in a row. And not only did she get setter of the year, but she also got player of the year, the first Southland Conference player to ever do so in history. So she is going to be one player that we are going to have to keep our eyes on tonight.
Definitely. Collins is also nationally ranked in assists. She's in the top 5. But as you talk about the Central Arkansas offense, I would like to mention the Stephen F. Austin front line, as you got the 2 middle blockers, Jackie Allen and Justice Walker. You can't forget about those 2 in the middle blocking position. You know, it's rare enough to have one good middle blocker, let alone two.
You know, this season's been a little interesting. This season's been a little interesting for us. It's been very up and down, and not exactly what we had planned. We've had a lot of adversity thrown our way, and the girls at times I think have responded very positively. At times we've struggled because it just has seemed like too much to overcome. But right now, it's a brand new season for us. We're excited to be here. We're excited to have the opportunity against a very good Central Arkansas team. And we're going to go lay it all out there. We have absolutely nothing to lose. And we'll be ready. We need to go execute at a high level. We need everybody to show up and do that. But if we do, I think it's going to be one heck of a match, and I like our chances.
Well, we're certainly not overconfident, I can tell you that. Stephen F. Austin is a very good volleyball team. They're very well coached, and they've had a great coach for a long time, so we can't overlook them. We're not overconfident. We want to be able to play our best. We think we have the mindset to play our best, but being able to do that on the court is sometimes a different thing. So we're focused on them, and we're not looking past them, and hoping for a great match.
Starting lineups.
Welcome back here at the Dugan Wellness Center. You're watching the number 1 seed Central Arkansas Sugar Bears versus the number 8 Stephen F. Austin. First up, we have the starters for Stephen F. Austin. Dixie?
All right, for the starters for Stephen F. Austin tonight, we have the 5'9" sophomore outside hitter, number 6, Madison Martin. Then going on, we have the 5'8" freshman setter, number 7, Shannon Connell. Then moving on, we have the 5'11" junior outside hitter, Jill Ivey, number 10. The 6'1" freshman middle blocker, Jamie Crowder, number 12. The sophomore 6'1" middle blocker, number 13, Jackie Allen. the 6'1" freshman middle blocker, number 14, Justice Walker. And tonight at libero for the Stephen F. Austin Ladyjacks, we have the 5'5" sophomore defensive specialist, O.J. Olson.
That's a great starting lineup for the Ladyjacks as they're getting ready to come up against this big, bad Sugar Bears team who are 18-0 in conference. Now let's look at the starters for the conference regular season champ Sugar Bears. Number 3 at the setter position, senior Marissa Collins. Number 4, junior defense specialist Shelby Behringer, who's also, the libero. Number 5, junior outside hitter Scout Brooks. Number 7, senior middle blocker. Number 7, Jessica Najee. Number 9, senior middle blocker Paige Ganter. Number 13, sophomore outside hitter Heather Schnars. And number 15, junior middle blocker Elisa Dittrich. Central Arkansas looks like they're sticking with some of the normal starters that they've had. I do have to mention that they went through conference, sweeping everybody in this team. But Coach Humphreys, he's not selling here. He knows that he comes out here and there's going to be competition, even though they went 18-0 in conference. He knows it's going to be competitive, and if they play that game, they're going to win it all. That's how he's that confident in this team.
Exactly, and that's what JC and I were talking about earlier in the first 2 games. We were talking about how you cannot pay attention to regular season stats and regular season things that happen before this tournament, because as we saw with Oral Roberts and HBU, the underdog can always make a comeback, and there's no telling what can happen during tournament play, especially when you're competing for that number 1 spot to go to nationals. Okay, anything can happen. Any team can come out with a win. So we cannot go into this game thinking that Central Arkansas is automatically going to come out with a win just because they're undefeated. Stephen F. Austin has a chance here because of its tournament play.
Well, we saw it earlier when HBU took on Oral Roberts and got that big win. So here we are. We're underway here and coming off of the first set there. Schnars getting the big kill. Point for the Sugar Bears, as she will serve for her team. Sugar Bears are up here 1-0.
Exactly, and Schnars being one of those first-team all-conference players, like I said, we had to keep an eye on her, and she came out with that first point, proving why she is where she is and how successful she is.
See their back row attempt there from the Ladyjacks, and they get that point as Diedrich couldn't get that out of the net, and Stephen F. Austin is on the board here with number 6, Madison Martin, serving for the Ladyjacks.
Dittrich had a nice idea there, but she was unable to follow through with the contribution, and that's why she fell short.
Tip there from the Ladyjacks as Najee goes up and sails out of bounds there, and Ladyjacks ball.
That's one thing that I have noticed about Central Arkansas is they have those nice, powerful hits, but sometimes lack the accuracy that has to go along with that power, because if you can't get that accuracy, that point on ball, it's going to go out of bounds every time.
Yeah, Najee is definitely one of their top hitters, so you're going to be looking to Collins to go to her tonight as the Sugar Bears got that point. And it's all tied up here 2-2 as libero number 4, Shelby Behringer, serving for the Sugar Bears. Dig there from Olson. And we have a block by Najee and Ganter. Huge block there from the Sugar Bears front line.
Exactly, and then, as we said earlier, the Sugar Bears are going to be putting up an amazing offense, but just right there, they just showed that their defense is going to be stepping it up as well.
Saw a block attempt there from the Sugar Bears, but number 13, Allen, was there to slam it down on the Sugar Bears side as these Ladyjacks get their third point to tie the ball game up here 3-3 as number 11, libero O.J. Olson, serves for the Ladyjacks. Collins set there to Najee and was blocked, dug up there. But Ivy couldn't get the ball going there. She hits that one in the net. Point for the Sugar Bears. It's number 6, Beth Rogers, comes in for Jessica Najee to serve. Dig there from Olson. Set by Connell. Nice dig there from libero Behringer. See it quick there to Allen. Just had a little tip. Nice hustle play there from the Sugar Bears. But they can't keep it going as Ladyjacks get another point.
That was a nice try there by the Sugar Bears, but they were unfortunately unable to follow through with the conversion, and the Ladyjacks are going to tie it up once again.
Yeah, as Paige Holland comes in now to serve for the Ladyjacks. Dig there from Brooks, set from Collins. Nice dig there from the Ladyjacks. Allen goes up strong, but she can't handle the block from Gancher. As Gancher tips that hard back over the net for a Sugar Bears point. Sugar Bears are up 5-4 here with Scout Brooks serving. Nice jump serve there from Brooks. But dig there from the Jacks. Lady Jackson as Ivy tries to go cross court but can't find the corner.
That was really close. I was a little confused on that one. I thought that one would have been in, but ref called it. That one went out of bounds for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely a good call there from Ivy to try to go across court because no one was covering that corner. But she has to still stay aggressive and keep attacking as the Ladyjacks get another point.
That was a nice kill on behalf of the Sugar Bears there, stepping up their offense to take on Central Arkansas.
And Jill Ivy now, the second team all-conference. Outside hitters now serving for the Ladyjacks. Collins to Schnars, and Schnars get the kill. Couple of subs coming in for the Sugar Bears, and number 8 coming to serve, Amy South, sophomore from Spring, Texas. Dig there from Olsen. Block attempt there from the Sugar Bears. Nice hustle play there from Brooks, but can't keep it in bounds as the Ladyjacks get another point. Up 7-6. As number 4, Amanda Rister serving now. Dig there from Rogers. Set from Collins. Nice tackle there from Brooks, but good job from Ladyjacks on digging that. Nice slide there from number 15, Dietrichs. Very aggressive there from the Sugar Bears.
That play there just proving why the Sugar Bears offense is so ranted and raved about. They have got some impressive power behind some of those kills.
I mean, being the number 1 seed in the conference, you expect them to come out here being aggressive, offensively, especially because they're one of the top in the conference. As you saw, number 6, Martin, sell that one out of bounds for the Ladyjacks. Sugar Bears get another point.
That was a smart play by the Sugar Bears. All of them watching that ball as it traveled just past them. A couple of them moving out of the way to get out and watch it go out of bounds.
Dig there from Rister. Attack from Bates there, but that's dug up from the Sugar Bears. Nice block there from the Sugar Bears. Quick set there to Allen. And Najee on the outside goes line and catches Olsen. Shank that one all the way in the stands there. At Sugar Bears get another point as we have a desperate timeout called from the Ladyjacks here as they're trailing 10-6 in the first set. Pretty good start here from the Sugar Bears.
Exactly. I mean, the Sugar Bears having a nice start off here, but also the Stephen F. Austin Ladyjacks are proving that they deserve to be in this tournament. They are not afraid to go up against the number 1 seed in this conference tournament. You know, they've been stepping it up, and you can tell that they knew going into this game that it was going to be their defense that was going to have to get the win for them and put up some impressive play against the Sugar Bears offense, obviously. And they're proving just that. I mean, they put in 3 middle blockers in there just to make sure that they can take on that offense and put up some numbers.
Definitely don't let this record from Stephen F. fool you. This is a very tough team, especially defensively, as we keep saying. If their front line can hold off hitters like Najee, Ganter, and Schnars on the Central Arkansas team, they can hang in with this number 1 seed here. And, I mean, it's just all about who shows up right now in this game. This is a critical game for both teams. As you win or you go home. Simple as that.
Yeah, this #1 elimination definitely puts things out on the line for every team here competing. You know, they only have one shot to prove themselves, and it's showing in everybody's performance today.
This is definitely where you can see who has the most heart here, who can pull it off, who can perform best under pressure here. Coming from this timeout, UCA is in possession. Number 3, Marissa Collins, serving for the Sugar Bears. As Bates is blocked, but it goes out of bounds. Good attempt there from Dietrich and Schnars, but that sails out.
A smart play there by the Ladyjacks, making a nice play off of the block.
As we have some subs coming in for the Ladyjacks, number 7 now serving. Shannon Connell. Short serve there. Najee digs it up. Got an outside road there from Ladyjacks. Najee on the outside, and it sails out.
Once again, that power behind the hit, but not the accuracy that you need along with that power. That's what the Sugar Bears are really going to have to focus on. If they're going to be making those powerful kills like they're known to do, they need to be able to step up the accuracy and pinpoint where they want that ball to go.
And you see that attack there from Schnars sails out as the Ladyjacks are getting a little bit of a rally going here, down by 1, 10-9. Short serve there. Najee saves it. Collins sets up Dietrich's in the middle, and Dietrich gets a quick set kill for the Sugar Bears. They go up and take possession here in the first set as Schnars is on the serving line for the Bears. Very aggressive jump serve there. Olsen digs that, though. Tip there from Allen, but it's dug up. A little miscommunication there. Brooks and Collins as the Ladyjacks get another point with number 6 now serving Madison Martin. Nice block there from the Ladyjacks. Najee deflects it off the blockers and gets the kill. Nice.
The Ladyjacks were definitely hanging in there in that little drive there. I mean, the middle blockers putting up some impressive performances against the Sugar Bears offense.
Yes, number 4, Shelby Behringer serving now for the Sugar Bears. And we have an in the net call there. Looks like it was by number 7, Connell for Stephen F. As Behringer is still serving for the Sugar Bears. Nice dig there from Collins, but it ricochets, and good attempt there by number 12, Crowder on that one. Way to come up and being aggressive on that swing. Crowder, just the freshman middle blocker for Floresville. A little floater there from Behringer. Nice dig there from Collins. Nice dig there from the Ladyjacks as they try to tip that one over, but it can't follow all the way over as the Sugar Bears get another point.
Once again, I mean, that was a nice attempt there by number 7, Shannon Connell, but as opposed to the Sugar Bears, who have a little too much power, there wasn't enough power there to go against and get the ball over the net.
Yeah, you don't want to get too behind here for the Ladyjacks. Because once Central Arkansas gets that rhythm, it's pretty hard to stop them, especially Najee, Collins. And once they get going, you don't want that to happen. You want to try to keep them tame and keep them, try to control their game right now. As we got another Sugar Bears point there, as Olsen caught slipping in there in the back row. Sugar Bears up here 16-11 with number 6, Beth Rogers serving for the Sugar Bears. Olsen there with that dig. Connell the set. Nice save there from the Ladyjacks, but Schnars there just tries to save it but can't keep it alive for the Sugar Bears as the Ladyjacks gets another point.
That was definitely a mistake on Schnarr's part. You know, being an all-team conference player, you know that she knows how to control a play, she knows how to put pressure, and she knows how to hit the ball and get it where she wants to go. And that just was not a Schnarr's play that we've seen here in regular conference.
Yeah, one thing, you know, the Sugar Bears are also known for is shaking things off, just stay in the, don't let errors get to them, and you know, let's just see how she will bounce back from that as the Sugar Bears got another point here in the first set. They're up 17-12. It's number 5, Brooks, now serving. She hits Olsen there on the back row. Holland sets that up to Bates on the outside, but we have a double hit call there from Holland. Those double hit calls are always tricky. And we have a timeout call here. But as I was saying, those double hit calls are always tricky to call. You have to really watch out and really watch those hands, you know, as the ball comes off, because we see them get called here all the time, and it's just, they're always iffy.
Yeah, exactly. They're really difficult to call, and they're really difficult to avoid sometimes, especially like in that game against Oral Roberts and HBU, we saw multiple double calls, especially in the third set in that game. And it was just one of those things, like, if you get enough double calls, that could end up being your downfall and go against you and end up being the cause of a loss.
Yeah, those small errors definitely start to add up, especially coming down to the wire in games here. But we're still in the first set here. The Sugar Bears are up 18-12. And, you know, what do you think of the game so far?
I think it's pretty good. I mean, Central Arkansas up, obviously. I mean, they're showing some incredible offensive play here. But the Ladyjacks are hanging in there, and they're sticking through it. You know, one thing I said Central Arkansas really needs to watch is that power behind some of those kills. You know, that's going to be a huge thing going into the rest of this match, you know, because that could be something, as you said, those little things start to add up. And it could be a downfall. If they keep going for those power hits without adding the accuracy to it, that could really count against them.
Yeah, Olsen's going to definitely have herself a handful tonight in that back row in the libero spot. You know, this is definitely time for her to step up, as she's an all-conference player. As the Sugar Bears come out of that timeout with the serve. Holland a Walker there on that tip. We can't convert there. Nice save there from Olsen. And we have another double hit call.
Exactly, like I said, those double calls, they're hard to avoid sometimes, especially in little go-to plays like that when you're just trying to control the ball.
As the Sugar Bears go up 19-12 here in the first set. Brooks was still serving for the Arkansas Sugar Bears as Schnars gets a kill there, as she brings her team to 20. Olsen there comes off the fingers a bit, hits Bates on the outside, and that ricochets off of Ganter.
That looked like a painful hit there off of Ganter. You know, the ball kind of got her right there on the lower part of her face. You know, it's one of those things, like when you play volleyball, you gotta take a little bad with the good every once in a while. I mean, you've got that incredible offense, but you're gonna take a volleyball to the face once or twice.
Yeah, but I think Ganter hopes that doesn't happen again here tonight.
Once again, one of those power kills without the accuracy. I know I keep repeating myself, but like I said, that is the one main thing that Central Arkansas really needs to watch.
As the Ladyjacks are serving here, number 10, Jill Ivy. And we have a little miscommunication there with Rogers and Behringer, as Ladyjacks gets another point here in the first set, down by 5, 20-15. Nice dig there from Olsen. As Walker goes up strong for the tip, but it's dug up. Kill there from Ganter, but that's saved from Ladyjacks. That push there from Bates. Nice dig there from Ladyjacks, playing great defense here in this volley. Bates. Save there from Behringer. Nice block from Bates and Walker. Back row attack there from the Sugar Bears. Collins to Schnars. Save there from the Sugar Bears, but The Ladyjacks wins that volley off of a double hit call. Yeah, that was definitely some good volleying going on between both teams. You saw some great hustle plays, diving plays from both from both teams. That was a great volley there.
Exactly. That drive there was pretty incredible on both sides, but it was number 10, Jill Ivey, who really stuck out to me in that last drive. You know, she had some incredible digs and helped the Ladyjacks stick it out and hold on to their positioning against the Sugar Bears offense.
As we have believe the Ladyjacks just got another point here. I see Coach McFatrick for the Sugar Bears talking to the officials. I think we missed that call, but looks like the Ladyjacks won another point there. Now down by 3, 20-17. Oh, and number 5, Brooks splits the back row, splits Ivy and Olsen there to get the point, to get back possession here. They're up 21-17 with number 8, South, on the serving line. Ivy with the dig. Holland sets up Bates there, and Bates catches Brooks on her heels.
That was a beautiful outside hit by Bates, stepping it up for the offensive power on the Ladyjacks. The Sugar Bears were not expecting that, and you could tell as they all were asking what had just happened.
See a couple of trick offenses running here by the Sugar Bears, but doesn't fool the Ladyjacks. Bates goes up strong. Holland to Bates on the right side, but Bates is blocked hard by Schnars and Dietrich for the Sugar Bear point, as Jessica Nagy checks in the game here for the Sugar Bears as they go up 22-18 with player and setter of the year serving now, Marissa Collins. Holland to Allen for that strong kill there for the Ladyjacks. They are not backing down here in this first set as Shannon Connell comes up to serve. Collins to Nagy, and Nagy slams it down as the Sugar Bears goes up 23-19.
Nagy just going into that, showing just how a power kill needs to be executed. There was that power we were looking for with the accuracy that I've been talking about this entire game so far.
As Nagy there is trying to go right side, but it sails out as the Ladyjacks stays alive here, down 23-20 with number 6, Madison Martin, serving. Collins to Dietrich, and Dietrich slips it through as they go up 4 here, 24-20 with the set point here. It's number 4, Libero Behringer here to close out the first set. Dig there from Ivy, but Olsen saves it. Back to Ivy. Dig there by Connell. Ivy's blocked, but the Ladyjacks keeps it up. Ivy's blocked again with Nagy and Ganter on that front line as the Sugar Bears take the first set 25-20.
That was incredible. I mean, we go into this first set, a lot of people expecting Central Arkansas to come out with a win just because of their stats, but you got to give it to the Ladyjacks. They really stuck it out and took everything that Central Arkansas had to give them in that first set.
They definitely gave Central Arkansas a run there, 25-20, just losing by 5. You never know what's going to happen here, ladies and gentlemen, but we'll be right back here. You are watching volleyball here at Southland TV. You'll be right back.
What if a disaster strikes without warning? What if life as you know it has completely turned on its head? What if everything familiar becomes anything but? Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, it's up to you to be ready. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed today. Learn how at ready.gov.
I was about to. Welcome back here. UCA up in the first set here, 125-20. Now with UCA up here, Marissa Collins has played a large part of the Sugar Bears' success this season. Coach McFatcher gave his thoughts on his senior setter.
Well, that's a great question. Marissa is a great volleyball player, wonderful young lady, and that's more important than being a good volleyball player. We tell our kids that all the time. And so, but she is good. She's one of the best in the nation, in my opinion, and the conference has 2 or 3 really good setters. But she does what we need her to do, and that is to kind of listen to some of the calls we make from the bench. She knows who to go to at different points of the time in the game. She's solid, steady, and she's got the mental capacity also. And you have to be strong between the ears to be a great setter. I mean, there are a lot of players out there that have nice touch on the ball, but she has got it between the ears, and that's fantastic. And so she's extremely steady. Doesn't get too high on great plays, doesn't get too low on bad plays, and that's an important characteristic that's sometimes overlooked.
Alrighty here, you heard Coach McFatcher talk about his 2013 Player and Setter of the Year, Marissa Collins, who is doing pretty good so far here in this first match. As we're getting ready to start up the second set here.
Yeah, we're getting ready. I mean, I'm excited to see the second set. I'm trying to see what the Ladyjacks are going to bring this time. I mean, they kept it pretty close with the Sugar Bears. They're proving that they deserve to be here in this tournament, especially going up against the #1 seed.
Yeah, that was definitely a nail-biter there. 25-20. Central Arkansas takes the first set. As you know, I would like to see some adjustments here from Stephen F. You know, like I said earlier, Stephen F. it's all about their defense and their front line. You know, you got Walker, you got Allen on that front line and the middle blocking positions that you have to look out for. And, you know, just let's see if they can step up here, make some adjustments, and try to put a hold on Najee and Schnars and Ganter here, as the Sugar Bears have first possession with number 3, Marissa Collins, serving. And the Ladyjacks gets the first point of the set with a double hit call from the Sugar Bears. Now serving for the Ladyjacks, it's number 6, Martin. Dig there from Behringer. Nice save there from the Ladyjacks as Olsen sets up Ivy on the outside, and Ivy catches number 5. Brooks slipping there on the back row.
Exactly. Ivy being one of those key players here for the Ladyjacks. I mean, she had 2 kills in that last set as well as 5 digs, showing her versatility, showing that she's able to get those kills but those digs at the same time, playing both offensively and defensively.
As the Ladyjacks gets another point, coming up with that big block by Jackie Allen. As the Ladyjacks go up 3-0 here in the second set. As Najee splits the blockers. And Najee gets her first point here for the Sugar Bears, as the Sugar Bears are down now by 2, 3-1. Schnars serving there for the Sugar Bears. They have an overpass, but over the net call there from the Ladyjacks. Schnars still serving for the Sugar Bears. Down by 1 here, 3-2. Nice dig there from Olsen. Allen is blocked, but it goes out of bounds off of the Sugar Bears. You know, I think the Ladyjacks definitely should start relying on that, trying to ricochet off of the blockers, because, you know, the Sugar Bears do have a big front line as well with Najee, Ganter, and Schnars there on the front. So they should probably look to doing that, trying to run some different offenses here. As you saw, the Ladyjacks try to tip that to get the defense off.
That was a nice attempt there by number 14, Justice Walker, trying to get it up there, but unfortunately she caught the bottom of the top line of the net, and I mean, obviously she couldn't go for it again because then she'd get a call for the double hit.
Yeah, as Behringer is now serving for the Sugar Bears. Walker, single block there from the Sugar Bears. Nice save there from Behringer. Collins to Ganter. Ganter's dug up there as Ivy goes up. Save there from the Bears. Nice saves. We got some good saves going on to both teams here as Walker finishes off with the Ladyjack point.
That was an incredible finish there by the Ladyjacks, especially after that save here by number 7. Nagy made a nice save there coming over here where all the pros are sitting down here on the computers doing all the stats and everything. She had an impressive save there, but the Ladyjacks were able to come through with the finish on that drive.
Yes, we have a shank pass there from Schnars. Ivy with the roll, and Schnars digs that. Nice save there from Walker. Najee is blocked, but Olsen's there to save it. And Najee for the second attempt tries to go across, but it goes out of bounds. Looks like the Sugar Bears are looking for a tip call, and they get it. The Sugar Bears get that point, and Coach Humphreys for Ladyjacks is not too happy with that call. That was a very questionable call there in that tip.
And you can see the Sugar Bears were right on it. They were all over it saying that it was a tip, and the ref finally was able to give us the answer on whether it was or not.
As Coach Humphreys is arguing that play. The Sugar Bears are trailing here by 1, 5-4 in the second set as the Olsen team captain is discussing that with the official. And the Sugar Bears will keep possession. It's number 6, Beth Rogers serving. Save there from Ladyjacks. Olsen sets up Bates on the outside, and that sails out.
That was a nice try by Bates there with a nice outside kill, but unable to find the inside of that outside line.
As Rogers still serving for the Bears. Dig there from Martin. Bates, nice save there. Great hustle play here from the Ladyjacks, but can't keep it alive as the Sugar Bears get another point as they go up 6-5. Martin still serving. Dig there from Olsen. Calling Ivy, and Ivy was dug up. Ivy again, blocked. And that ricochets off of Walker as the Sugar Bears get another point.
The Sugar Bears playing really smart here, you know, finally taking that lead after that 5-point tie, and they're starting to play smart, not just using their power, but making some smart plays.
Definitely, sometimes it's not about how hard you hit, but how you place it and how smart you can be on the court as the Sugar Bears win another point. And a desperate timeout is called for the Ladyjacks. We'll be right back with Southland Conference Volleyball on the Southland Digital Network. Welcome back here Since Stephen F. Austin taking a desperate timeout here, trailing 8-5 in the second set. Looking a little shaky here in the second set for the Ladyjacks, as Central Arkansas has stepped up their game, being more smarter on the offensive plays that they've been running here.
Exactly. I mean, the Ladyjacks were taking that early lead here. I mean, they got 3 points right off the bat with no answers from the from Central Arkansas Sugar Bears, but very quickly the Sugar Bears found their footing, they found their stride, and they have managed to come back and take the lead 8-5 here in the second half, second set.
We'll see how the Ladyjacks respond after that timeout with with Rogers serving still for the Sugar Bears as the Ladyjacks get a point.
That was an incredibly smart effort there by the Ladyjacks as she was going for it and then pulled her hands back right as it went over the corner, and she was like, nope, not going to do it, and it was very smart on their part.
You always want to follow the ball to the line because you can never know with that big block there from the Ladyjacks.
That's gonna be Martin, number 6 Martin, and she had a nice impressive block there, and she was also the one that managed to pull her hands back and let that ball go out of bounds there on that last play.
You saw the excitement there. That's what it's all about here. Playing, giving everything you got here at the conference tournament. And we have another Ladyjack point on a double hit call. Looks like that call was on Ganter.
All right, it's tied up once again, 8-all right now. The Ladyjacks really sticking it out against the Sugar Bears.
As Ivy there serving. Collins to Ganter, and Ganter with the slide gets the point. The Sugar Bears goes up once again here, 9-8, with number 5, Scout Brooks serving. Sal Bates there. Bates getting the point for her Ladyjack squad.
Once again, getting tied up here.
Back and forth ball game we have going here, 9-9. Now Stephen F. Austin with possession, number 4 serving. It's Amanda Rister. Big there from Schnars, and Schnars comes up strong and gets that kill.
That was a nice, impressive play by Schnars, managing to split that back line for the Ladyjacks.
You saw Schnars just explode off after getting that dig. That's just how you just explode up there and just bring everything up on that kill and put so much power behind that swing. And that's a nice job there from Schnars. And Bates comes back with a hard kill.
That was a nice answer by the Ladyjacks going against Schnars. Nice, powerful pinpoint target kill that last play. Once again, the Ladyjacks, they're playing match to match with the Sugar Bears right now, proving that they are not a force to be trifled with.
Definitely not. With Stephen F. now have possession, number 7. Shannon Connell serving now. Tied up here, 10-all. So Collins to Schnars. Schnars with another massive kill for a Sugar Bear point. Subs coming in for the Sugar Bears. We got Najee back in the game here on the front line with Collins serving. A little bit miscommunication there from the Ladyjacks, but they kept it alive as Schnars is dug up there by Rister. Collins to Najee. Najee is blocked, but the Ladyjacks keep still alive. Collins to Schnars. Schnars is dug. Allen tries to get it quick. Najee's dug up there. But the Ladyjacks can't keep it going as the Sugar Bears get another point here, up 12-10. Nice hustle play seeing for both teams right now. That was a great volley going on that round.
Such an incredible effort, especially by the Sugar Bears in that one. Mostly I want to highlight Rister for the Ladyjacks there in that last play. She had some incredible digs that are definitely going to be showing up in the stats.
And Najee is caught there for the double hit as Ladyjacks get a point here, down by 112-11. And number 6, Madison Martin now serving.
Exactly. The Ladyjacks really hanging in there. It's impressive to see.
Behringer. Collins to Najee, and Najee sails that off the ropes out of bounds. As we have a tie ball game here, ladies and gentlemen, 12-12. Behringer to Collins. Collins quick there to Dietrich. Dietrich setting up Schnars, but Schnars hits the out pole.
And the Ladyjacks take a surprising lead here.
13-12 here. Let's see if the Ladyjacks can keep the momentum going and keep a rally going here as the crowd is getting into it, staying behind their team, showing them some love here. Najee. Nice dig up there from Ladyjacks. Schnars on the right side, splits Ivy and Allen with the block there for the Sugar Bear point. Tied up 13-all. With Schnars serving now for the Sugar Bears.
The back line for the Ladyjacks is really getting a workout here in this game, but they are sticking it out and fighting tooth and nail for every dig and every grab that they can get.
Like we had a wet spot there on the court on the Ladyjacks side. Got that up. Now Schnars is serving for the Bears. Allen goes cross court and gets the point. With now the Ladyjacks up here with Olsen serving. Najee's blocked, but stays on the Sugar Bear side. Najee with the second attempt, and she's dug by Olsen. There from Behringer. Collins to Dietrich, and Dietrich gets the kill.
A nice attempt there by Olsen, but she was unable to follow through and ended up, instead of shanking it over the net, she shanked it backwards towards the wall. Nice idea, but inability to follow through kind of threw it off.
Yeah. As it's tied up here, 14-all. Ivy with the runner push there and just pushes too hard out of bounds. And Behringer still serving for her squad here in the second set. Had a floater there from Behringer, but it's dug up by the Ladyjacks, but Walker is there to tip that by the Bears and gets a point.
Wow, another tie-up here. Look at that. It's got to be like 4 or 5 tie-ups so far in this game between the Ladyjacks and the Sugar Bears.
Just waiting to see who was going to step up here and just, take it all the way. We'll see. You never know here. Ladyjacks and Sugar Bears, both are playing great ball right now as Ganter gets that kill, finding the hole there on the back row. It's Rogers now serving for the Sugar Bears.
All right, Olsen with a nice dig there. Ooh, and it is going to be Walker with the kill on that one, bringing the tie back up to as the Sugar Bears and the Ladyjacks are tied up once again, and it was because Walker had a beautiful kill there right down the middle.
Ivy serving there for the Ladyjacks. Blocked there from the Ladyjacks, but Sugar Bears gets that back. But we have a net call from the Ladyjacks, and the Sugar Bears gets the point.
I'm not trying to knock either team, but a lot of the points that have been scored here, especially in this set, have been off of mistakes by the teams. Most of them haven't been off of kills or some incredible, amazing hits. A lot of them have been off mistakes or calls by the referees.
Yeah, as we said earlier, mistakes will definitely start to catch up with you as this game is just going back and forth here. 17-16, the Sugar Bears are up now by 2 off of that big block from Schnars and Ganter. And Brooks on the serving line for the Sugar Bears. Good dig there from Ivy. Try to get it quick there to Walker, but Walker tips that. Schnars is dug up there from Olsen, and we have another net call from. And there's a desperate timeout call here for the Ladyjacks. Down by 3, 19-16. Don't go anywhere, folks. We have a nice ball game going here at Southland Conference Volleyball at Southland Digital Network. We'll be right back.
Think of the NCAA as a spirit squad, cheering for student athletes at every big event and every small one. We'd be there in the classroom, at graduation, at their first job interview. Okay, so don't think of us as a spirit squad. Think of us as a mascot. Well, just know we're always there for student athletes.
Welcome back from that timeout here. 19-16, Sugar Bears are up. They're also up in the games here, 1-0, as the Ladyjacks called a desperate timeout here. Coming down to the wire in this second set, the Ladyjacks do not want to go into halftime down 2-0 against the Sugar Bears.
Exactly, and I mean, especially with the way that they have fought against the Sugar Bears. I mean, they're proving to be quite the competitors here in this competition, something that a lot of people did not expect to see, especially from the Ladyjacks going up against the Sugar Bears. I mean, the lowest seed versus the highest seed, that's just one of those games where you go in thinking, all right, automatically the highest seed's going to win. But no, the Ladyjacks have proven that that is not the way that it's going to go, at least not without a fight.
Yeah, the Ladyjacks are definitely proving like, hey, we're going to have another upset here. If the Ladyjacks keeps on top of the Central Arkansas Bears, they just might here as the Sugar Bears have possession out of that timeout. Tip there from the Bears as Olsen sets up Bates on the right side. Bates is dug up by Collins. And Brooks splits the back row D for that point as they go up 20-16.
That's one thing that I've seen out of the Sugar Bears is their ability to split that last back row of the Ladyjacks. That's something that the Sugar Bears have been really good at, is splitting that back defensive row.
And the Ladyjacks gets a tip call from the Bears as they get a point up, down by 3 here, 20-17.
One good thing that I've seen out of the Ladyjacks is their blocking. They have had some incredible blocks here, especially in the second half.
Well, definitely being top in defense here in our conference as the Sugar Bears get another point here, up 21-17. Subs coming in now for the Bears, serving number 8, Amy South. Olsen digs that. And we have it tips by Holland there with the sneak tip over the net. Kept the Sugar Bears completely off balance on that play.
That's another thing that has been able to keep the Sugar Bears, or not the Sugar Bears, but the Ladyjacks here in this game, is a lot of their plays are not based on power, but on intelligence, placement, which part to go to, what player to target, things like that. And that's been the Ladyjacks' ability to stay in this game, is because of things like that.
See, Collins to Schnars, and Schnars gets the big kill as the Sugar Bears go up 22-18 in the second set, with Jessica Najee coming in and Collins on the serving line.
So we got Collins stepping up to take the serve. Olsen digging that one up. Ladyjacks setting it up. A nice get it over the net. Ooh, and a nice attempt there by Nagy, but it's blocked by the Ladyjacks. Unfortunately, Nagy with an impressive power shot into the block, managing to play it off, and the block ball goes out of play, allowing the Sugar Bears to get another point. 23-18 here in the second set as Collins steps up to serve it again. Collins with the serve once again, picked up by Olsen. A nice dig by the Sugar Bears, and the Sugar Bears managed to find that back corner there to put up another point, and that's going to bring them up 24-18, up 6 points here in the second half, and that's going to be set point for the Sugar Bears as Collins puts the serve up. Olsen setting it up here. Collins grabbing it, and that's going to be a nice try there for the Sugar Bears, trying to make a smart play, but unfortunately able to follow through and get it over the net. So that's going to be another point here for the Ladyjacks. As number 6, Madison Martin, steps up to serve for the Ladyjacks. Collins setting it up, and that's going to be a smart play there. A nice recovery by the Sugar Bears, and that is going to be a win, another set win for the Sugar Bears. We're going to go into the half 2-0 Sugar Bears. Central Arkansas has proven that the reason why they are the number 1 seed going into this tournament, as their offense has been explosive. They have had some incredible, powerful hits, but the Ladyjacks have really stuck it out. I mean, they've come into this game the absolute underdog, the lowest seed in this tournament so far, but they have stuck it out. Their defense has been key in keeping them in this game, and you can definitely see that in a lot of the blocks that they've put up. But then also, I mean, Central Arkansas has been playing incredibly well, proving why they're this number 1 team, but they've also put in a lot of mistakes. They've made quite a few mistakes and gotten called on quite a bit of things, which is another reason why the Ladyjacks have been able to hold it up here in this competition, because Arkansas came in here not really expecting much, underestimating the Ladyjacks here a little bit, and that's why the Ladyjacks have been able to go up, because Central Arkansas has been making those mistakes and they really need to watch it. They've had those powerful, powerful hits. And, I mean, what can you do? So it looks like we've got my co-host JJ went down to the floor, and she's looking to get an interview here with UCA head coach, and we're going to take it here to JJ Jackson on the floor. JJ, to you.
But what were some of the challenges that Stephen F. Austin was bringing to your team?
Well, 2 or 3 different challenges. They're a very, very good team, and they're coached by one of the greatest coaches ever in this conference, Debbie Humphreys. So they spun the dial a little bit in the second game. They got the matchups that they wanted with their big outside hitter, Ivy. They've got a slide attack that they're going to a lot. We got to do a better job of stopping it at the point of attack. But we responded pretty well, and we're fortunate enough to get the win.
So what adjustments are you guys going to make going into the third game to take the whole game total?
Sometimes you make adjustments, sometimes you don't. So we're not going to make any adjustments right now. We're going to kind of see if we can keep doing what we're doing and try to get out of here with a win.
All right, thank you, Coach, and good luck to you in the third set. We'll be right back with the third set of the game. You are watching Southland Conference Volleyball at Southland Digital Network.
Are you sure we should take this billboard down?
People find out State Farm does car loans as well as they do insurance. Our bank is through.
Good point. Grab an edge.
Look, there's 2 guys on the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign.
No, for real, there's 2 dudes on the State Farm
Borrow Better banking sign.
Gentlemen, please get down from the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign. Phil, get the hose.
Okay, he's getting the hose.
All right, let's go.
Want to borrow better? Contact your local State Farm agent about a car loan that could save you hundreds.
And this will be your premium right here.
Sorry to interrupt. I just want to say I combined home and auto with State Farm. Saved $760. Love this guy.
Okay, does it bother anybody else that the mime is talking? Freaky.
Bundle home and auto, and you could save $760.
That's 760 very good reasons to contact your local State Farm agent.
Think of the NCAA as a spirit squad, cheering for student athletes at every big event and every small one. We'd be there in the classroom, at graduation, at their first job interview. Okay, so don't think of us as a spirit squad. Think of us as a mascot. Well, just know we're always there for student athletes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm on it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Kevin.
Thanks, Melinda.
Wait, I have blah blah insurance, so person, come help.
Hey, Grandma. 6 callers ahead of us, Jimmy.
You're not helping.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway. That's getting to a better state.
Contact your...
At Mid-South Bank, we're dedicated to providing loans that allow our customers to achieve their business and personal dreams. That's one promise you can bank on. We're not just business associates, we're neighbors. We're committed to our customers and the strength of our local economy. Here at Mid-South Bank, responsibility matters. With over 61 locations and still growing in Louisiana and Texas, discover how our customers are finding strength in numbers at Mid-South Bank.
To nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
You believe this guy?
Are you trying to start a wildfire?
Sorry. Pass the honey? 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Packers, Vikings, Packers, Vikings, Packers, Red State, Blue State, vegan. Carnivore. We come from different places.
Downtown.
Come to different conclusions. But when we live united, we create real, lasting change and building blocks of life. The education, income, and health of our communities, our families, united. Even the person next to us.
Live united.
Real change won't happen without you. So give advocate, volunteer, Live United. Sign up at liveunited.org.
Nice, Dad. Nice, Dad. Nice. Cha! Nice, Dad.
You don't have to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
Up to all of us.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born, and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back here at the Dugan Wellness Center on Texas A&M Corpus Christi campus, home of the 2013 Southland Conference Volleyball Tournament, as the Central Arkansas Sugar Bears is taking on the Stephen F. Austin Ladyjacks. Central Arkansas took the first two games 25-20.
It goes to show by some of the stats that I'm going to be telling you about here in a second that we had a lot of numbers up, but as you see on these papers, there's not a lot of numbers putting here, which goes to show that a lot of those numbers put up on the board were off of mistakes.
Yes, definitely. We saw a lot of mistakes from both teams that were costing, the score going up and down with teams with, Central Arkansas up. Now Stephen F. is up. We want to see some consistency out of both of these teams here tonight. And, I think definitely what Coach McFadrick said, don't change anything. Well, just keep going, keep doing what they're doing, and they will take the third step. But on the Ladyjacks side, the Ladyjacks have got to pick up their defense, got to pick up their offense. They need to start reading their hitters better here. They got to stop hitters like Jessica Najee, who has 7 kills tonight, hitter Heather Schnars, who has 9 kills tonight. So if they can put a hold on those two, the Ladyjacks will be okay in this game.
Exactly. All right. About to kick it off here.
As the Ladyjacks first serve here in the third set. And Najee Najee's blocked right off the back there by Allen. As Allen shuts Najee down there, the first point for the Ladyjacks. And number 1, Petties comes in and gets a kill for the Sugar Bears as it's tied up 1-1 with Schnars now serving for the Bears. Nice serve there from Schnars there. Ivy shanks that. Schnars with a nice, beautiful jump serve. And again, another shake from Ivy.
It's serves like that that go to show the power that is behind all of the offensive attacks by the Sugar Bears. They are just so powerful. It's incredible.
And Schnars is first in conference in serving aces as she shows her ability there, but the Sugar Bears gets another point as Schnars stays on the serving line.
All right, the Sugar Bears with a nice jump serve there.
Ivy for the back row attack, but dug up by Collins as Petty sets up Najee on the right side, but Petty's is called for a double hit once again. As the Ladyjacks gets the point and stops the Bears' momentum is number 6, Martin serving for the Ladyjacks. Najee right side, and Olsen shanks that to the stands for a Sugar Bear point.
Olsen with a nice effort there. She has been trying her best to get as many digs as she can, and she's been really competitive against the Sugar Bear offense and putting up a lot of numbers in place of the defense for the Ladyjacks.
You saw a slide there from Crowder that floats out of bounds, but nice attempt there. That's what the Ladyjacks are going to have to do here, is to switch up their offense here against the Sugar Bears if they want to catch them, catch them on their heels and off balance some. As Crowder is blocked, but Ganter keeps that alive. And Allen is blocked single-handedly by Ganter. Ganter with 2 big key blocks there as they go up 7-2 in the third set.
That play there by Ganter just goes to show that it's not just the offense that carried the UCA Sugar Bears to this tournament. Obviously they've got some nice defensive plays here and players who can put up those defensive numbers.
As the Ladyjacks stops the bleeding there and gets a point, 7-3 trailing here in the third set as OJ Olsen heads to the line to serve. And you have a shank pass there from Brooks as the Ladyjacks gets another point. Najee there with the dig. Collins to Ganter, and Ganter is blocked by Walker. As the Ladyjacks are trailing now only by 2, 7-5.
Like I said, the Ladyjacks are hanging on, and they're proving to be quite the competitor against the Central Arkansas Sugar Bears. I don't think they thought that the Ladyjacks were going to proved to be such a challenge.
Big blocks there from Ganter and Najee as the Sugar Bear stops this Ladyjacks run. And now it's 8-5. now serving for the Ladyjacks. Holland. Coming in to set. There from Brooks. Brooks there with the tag with block. Save there from Ivy off the shank. Got a slide there to enter. On the right side, she's dug up by Schnars. Schnars with a back row tag there. Holland to Brooks. One thing I want to point out about these Ladyjacks is they have something incredible endurance. I mean, the Sugar have some of the most powerful hits I've seen in a long time. And the Ladyjacks are taking every single one of them in stride and actually making something happen out of them. Yeah, you see the Ladyjacks defense definitely stepping up in this third set as you got Walker there from the block.
happen.
Upset. With the number one seed in the conference, definitely, but we just have to see with Ladyjacks to step up here. As Brooks serving there for the Sugar Bears. There with hit. Got a shank there from but Jack can't keep found a way through cancer. Yep, but Ivy's there to retrieve. Walker comes up hard.
Ooh, that was a nice play by Walker there.
Roger shanks that.
Rogers tried to get under that one and get it going in the right direction, but she was unable to follow through with that conversion, trying to change the direction on the ball.
As Rogers digs that serve up, and Schnars just tips that as Bates goes right side cross court to Brooks, but digs it out. Blocked there from Bates and Walker. Bates, right side. Bates is blocked, but it goes out from the Sugar Bears for a Ladyjack point.
Looking like the Ladyjacks are going to be taking this lead once again.
11-10 here in the third set, with Ivy still serving all the way in the basketball inbound line there. Oh, and Collins with the dump. And she gets the point, catches Olsen sleeping. That's exactly why Collins is the setter and player of the conference. Exactly why there. She is a very smart player, the senior setter who has set records here at Central Arkansas and is ranked nationally there, and she shows it definitely in that play.
Yeah, taking a look at the stats on Collins, I mean, she's the #1 setter and player of the year in the Southland Conference, but she is also ranked #4 in the nation. So it just goes to show that it's plays like that as why she is one of the elite in this sport of volleyball.
Definitely. She's definitely left her mark here for the Sugar Bears. This is her last conference tournament here. She's definitely probably wants to leave on a great note. As the great save there from Sugar Bears, but it looks like the Ladyjacks wanted a lifting call. But we have a double hit call there from the Ladyjacks as the Sugar Bears gets that point. And the Sugar Bears, Petties and Schnars gets the block as the Ladyjacks call a timeout here, trailing by 3, 14-11 here. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Every down, every day, every team strives to make their dream a reality. Experience it live at the 2014 NCAA Division I Football Championship Game, Saturday, January 4th at FC Dallas Stadium in Frisco, Texas. Visit ncaa.com/FCS to reserve your seats today.
Welcome back here at the Dugan Wellness Center. As you see the Central Arkansas bench there. Coach McFatcher's talking to his squad, telling him to keep it up. You guys are doing great here. Just finish this out here in the third set. And definitely seeing some key performances here from the Sugar Bears. It's Collins, Najee, and Schnars, both all-conference players, are stepping up here in tonight's performance. But the Ladyjacks here are see if they can feed off of this crowd who are behind them here, but the Sugar Bears have possession after that timeout, are up by 3. Olsen, Holland to Walker, and right off the back there.
Walker has definitely been a shining player here in this third set. You know, she's had some amazing kills, and she's showing that the Ladyjacks can offer up some power behind their kills as well.
See Ladyjacks now serving. Petty's there with a little miscommunication, but keeps it alive as Ivy for the backward attack hits off the net, but Petty's with the quick set there goes up strong and gets the Sugar Bear point.
The Ladyjacks were keeping that lead there for a little bit, but looks like the Sugar Bears are slowly finding their stride and making their comeback here in this third set.
Collins there almost getting that ace as the Ladyjacks keep it alive, but Collins is called in the net trying to save that pass. Sugar Bears are up now 16-12 here in the third set. Save there from the Ladyjacks. Olsen there with the save to Bates. Bates is single-handedly blocked by Najee. As the Sugar Bears keep possession here, 17-12.
That was a very smart play by the Ladyjacks, watching the ball go out of play there so that they could pick up that point and get ready to try and make a run here to prove that they can compete against the Sugar Bears and that they're not going out without a fight.
Yeah, Collins sells that serve out as number 7, Connell serving for the Ladyjacks. Najee's dug up by Connell. By Rister. Collins to Najee, and Najee goes cross and gets the Sugar Bear point. Schnars now serving for the Sugar Bears. Olsen there for the dig. Allen is blocked, and it stays in bounds on their side. Sugar Bears up now 19-13.
Sugar Bears finding their place here in this third set. You know, they were off to a slow start in that third set, but they found their stride, and they are stepping it up, looking to take this home with a sweep.
See a shank ball there from Behringer as Ladyjacks find momentum. Now serving for the Ladyjacks is Martin. Collins to Brooks. Martin's there, dig that. Ivy's blocked, but stays in bounds for the Bears as Najee goes right sideline and finds Martin slipping there as looks like we got some sweat there on the court on the Ladyjacks side. Now serving for the for the Sugar Bears is libero Behringer.
A nice play there, an effort by Collins, but Olsen managed to pick that one up off of Collins.
Ganter there with ricochets off the blocks as Ladyjacks calls a desperate timeout here in the third set, trailing 21-14. And it's been a tough matchup here. The Ladyjacks are just slipping away here from the Central Arkansas Sugar Bears, but you know, coming off of this timeout, what do you think the Ladyjacks need to do to make an improvement here after this timeout?
The Ladyjacks need to step up their defense. They really do. They've had some really good offensive plays, but I mean, Nagy with those outside hits, they're just brutal, and they are killing the Ladyjacks. And they need to step up their defense and play those middle blockers like they were in the first set. So, especially watching that outside hit by Nagy, you know, and then, of course, I mean, she's just not a force to be trifled with, and she's definitely showing why she's one of those key players. And then, of course, you know, if they're watching Nagy, then they're going to switch over to Collins. So they've got to keep an eye out on both of these first-team all-conference players, because there's a reason that they are such high-key competitors in the Southland Conference. So defense, especially for the Ladyjacks, is going to be key if they're going to continue and play on past this third set.
Yes, definitely. This is the time for Walker and Allen and Bates to step up right now for the Ladyjacks to keep their hopes alive here in the conference tournament. As Behringer still serving for the Bears. And Ivy blocked by Najee and Ganter there on the outside. The Sugar Bears go up 22-14 in this third set. Behringer still on the serving line.
The Sugar Bears inching closer and closer here to that set point. It's getting intense here, and what a beautiful play by Ivy there with a nice, powerful kill there, bringing the score up 22-15 here in this third set. Olsen serving for the Ladyjacks here. Picked up Collins with a nice set over, and that's going to be picked up by number 9, Paige Gantar. So that's going to bring the score 23-15 here as the Sugar Bears go to serve. It's going to be served by number 6, Beth Rogers for the Sugar Bears. Puts it over, picked up And that was a nice play there, and that was a beautiful, beautiful kill by Justice Walker, number 14 on the Ladyjacks. She was one key player that we needed, or that the Ladyjacks needed to step up to be able to keep their head in the game in this third set and continue to be a force to be trifled with against the Sugar Bears. And that was a nice attempt there by the Sugar Bears, number 5. Scout Brooks tried to put a kill in on there, but the Ladyjacks were smart and put a block up and managed to get the point. 23-17 here in the third set. Ladyjacks really fighting to stay in here. Collins with a nice set there. And that's going to be Paige Ganser trying to put it up, and that's going to put another point up for the Sugar Bears. And this is going to be 24-17 in the third set, UCA versus the Ladyjacks. And that's going to be set point for the Sugar Bears as they get prepared to serve here. Nice jump serve, picked up by Olsen. A nice, nice dig there by UCA. And that is going to be point, set, match for the UCA Sugar Bears, taking the sweep here and moving on to advance to tomorrow's matchup. So far for tomorrow's matchup, we have Northwestern State taking on HBU, and it looks like it's going to be the UCA Sugar Bears moving on. Couldn't against the UCA Sugar Bears. You know, they came in the absolute underdogs, and nobody expected them to put a fight up against the UCA Sugar Bears, but they did, and they stuck through it. And even though they came out with a loss, they put up a great fight, and they showed that they are not to be messed with. And they played incredibly well, putting up some incredible defensive numbers as well as getting a lot of kills and keeping up with the Sugar Bears every chance they got, and they managed to stay neck and neck with the Sugar Bears all throughout all 3 sets. And it was just an impressive game to watch here. You know, a lot of people expected the Sugar Bears to win, but a lot of people did not expect the Ladyjacks to step up the way that they did. All right, and it looks like we have got JJ Jackson down on the floor with one of the Sugar Bears players. We are going to take it to JJ. JJ, over to you.
I'm here with Heather Schnars. Heather, you had finished the game with 12 kills. How did you feel about your performance tonight?
I feel like I did okay. I mean, there's always room for improvement on little things like pressing over the block, keeping consistent with passing, but I think I played fairly well, but I couldn't have done it without my team and their energy. We were very excited tonight, and we're so happy.
This was a big win for you guys, so how are you going to carry that momentum over in tomorrow's matchup, either against Sam Houston or Texas A&M Corpus Christi?
Well, sometimes we do have a problem with getting down, but I mean, our momentum, there's always this one player, and it's usually our setter. She was always like, oh my God, girls, let's go, we've got this, and it's just that one kill, that one block that can just bring everyone up, and I think our momentum is at a high right now, but it can definitely go higher.
All right, well, thank you and congratulations. Thank you. Dixie, back to you.
All right, so that is the end of the third match in today's first round at the Dugan Wellness Center here at the Southland Conference Volleyball Tournament. So we've got one game already set up for tomorrow, Northwestern State and HBU, and now we know the third competitors in tomorrow's second round, and that's going to be the UCA Sugar Bears. But now we are about to go here in about an hour. We are going to go to the last match of tonight at 6:30 p.m. between the number 4 seed Sam Houston State and the number 5 Texas A&M Corpus Christi. We're all excited to see this game, and I hope all of you at home are ready to see this because it's going to be an incredible matchup because they're so closely seated, so closely matched up. And after last week's loss of Sam Houston to the Texas A&M Corpus Christi Islanders, I know that Sam Houston is looking to make a comeback and prove that they can take on the Islanders and get a win here in this tournament. So tune in to watch that. We'll be right back with the Texas A&M Corpus Christi Islanders and Sam Houston State game at 6:30 in about an hour. So tune in then. You've been watching the Southland Digital Network here, watching the Southland Conference Volleyball Tournament.